Hey guys, so it's me again, and I'll admit that I've taken a bit of a break lately. I've been busy not being busy. School ended and I wanted to take a break, and I honestly did not turn my computer on for 2 weeks straight. I've been reading the Redwall series. I'm not sure how many of my viewers know this, but Jacques died a couple years back, and at the time I was like, I'm going to make it my goal to read all the Redwall books in the summer, and that never happened because I discovered other books and I got busy, and you know, life goes on. But since the school year ended, I've actually been reading them, and I've been reading them in chronological order, not with the order that he wrote them in. And it's actually really fascinating because you get to see kind of all at once different facets of Jacques' writing style and how it changes and stuff like that. Like simple things like calling the little guys Dibbins and things like that. Like, I don't know, I find that really nice. I don't know, maybe I'm just weird, but I love noticing those sorts of things. But I wanted to do a quick review of one of his books. It was the very first book I ever read of Redwall. And it actually wasn't Redwall. And it made me fall in love with the world that he had created, and it made me fall in love with his characters. Anyway, so the book that I first read was Mariel of Redwall. It's actually this book that I got. I got this through the Scholastic reading program, and I read it one summer at camp. And I fell in love with Mariel, and I fell in love with Jacques' writing style. And I just finished rereading it, and I was sitting there today trying to think of what made me fall in love with it and why. Honestly, I rated this 5 stars on Goodreads, and I usually just rate 4 or 3 stars. Sometimes I rate 5. And honestly, for a male, how he treats his female characters, for me personally, makes me really happy. And I was thinking of this as I read it, and he has a ton of different female characters, and I realized that how he treats female characters varies from book to book, but I really love that he created a mouse maid woman, Mariel, and she has her moments of, you know, being feminine and enjoying it. And she also had, like, her character is defined by her nature as a warrior. And instead of, like, putting that down and putting it away when she's done, her and her friend Dandon go on another adventure after the book is over in the next book, The Bellmaker, which is another book I highly recommend. I'm actually currently reading it. And I feel like I haven't read this before, even though the spine is broken, so I'm certain I've read it. But how Jacques treats Mariel, I think, is really important. And he has so many different types of feminine characters, and I love that. He has characters like Sister Sage, who likes to take care of children, and Mother Melis. And even Mother Melis, who is the Badger Mum of Redwall Abbey, she takes on warrior duties too. So it's not just like you're forced to be one character. You can be a mixture of characters. He doesn't like confine them in a box, which I really like. And there's some warriors like Hun Rosie marries Tarkers at the end, and it's just, I really love how he treats the female character, and I also love how he treats the male character. Things that are considered feminine and soft, he allows his male characters to also do, and he also has his strong male characters like Dandon and the Ron Blade, the Badger Lord of Salamandastron. And for an older author who's male and British, I'm sorry, but that's also a really important note. I'm really impressed, and honestly, I really recommend this book. I really recommend this series. I think that if you want to get yourself lost in a really good series over the summer, this one is something I would really recommend. And honestly, I really love the different characters, and they all are very different. Like I understand that he reuses tropes and patterns and things like that, but it's just, I like it, and I really like Jacques, and I'm sad that he's no longer writing any books, because I really appreciated the work that he did put into them. Anyway, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to edit this, and I'm going to continue reading The Bellmaker, and I recommend that you guys pick up at least Redwall, if not any other book. And the nice thing about these books, to be honest, is that they are written in such a way where you don't have to have read the other 20. So they're more like episodic versus serial, and I think that's a really strong point for Jacques' writing. And I feel like in other like series it kind of takes it away when they go on too long, but the reason that I feel like the series hasn't gone on too long is because it is episodic. It isn't because it is a serial. There's no continuation. Like, there isn't in certain ways, but in a lot of ways there isn't. So anyway, I hope you guys are having yourselves a wonderful evening. I'm going to sign off, and I'm going to go enjoy some sunshine. Bye!